A very effective tool to create your own website for promotion for your business is using canva.com. And if you've looked at any of my other tutorials, you'll see that there are various interactive elements that you can create on canva.com that allows you to be able to advertise your business or create a website for a specific purpose. So again, you need to make sure that you have a free account. Some of the things may be restricted, so you might not be able to access some of the pro versions. So I'm simply going to click on websites. And then at the bottom, you have a series of different websites that can be built. So you can create a business one, an event website, an educational one, a retail one, or a service website. Now, if you're advertising a business, you might want to have a retail website that allows you to be able to create a interactive website for purchasing items. You might decide that you want to pick a business website that allows you just to promote that website. Now, one of the things that's really important to note on here is that you can use various things. So you can link social media to the website from on here. You can also make an effective video, which I will go through in a different tutorial to help you to add to your actual website in order to make it look better. So the first thing I'm going to do is click on and select which website it is that I actually would like to use. So at the moment, I've just simply got a blank layout fit page. This is the first page, normally known as a master page when you're building websites. So this will be the first page that everyone tends to see. Now I can decide, depending on my house style, image and ethos, which I've said before should remain consistent throughout. You don't want all the pages jumping and changing because you're trying to create a brand image to advertise a company or it's your message or a business in some way. So it is entirely up to you what you choose as part of your background color, or you can choose what we call a template. So this toolbar here allows you to select different templates and layouts for your business. So there are lots of different professional ones. So if your business is something to do with gaming, you might decide to create something like that. If you're making beauty products, you might decide. Now you can see here it says Pro. So obviously this is one of the templates that is linked to one of the accounts where you have to actually purchase more in order to be able to select that functionality. So for the purpose of this one, I'm just going to click on this website here. Now you can decide what type of colors, again, color scheme that you want. So for example, if I'm using something to advertise beauty, or it could be clothing, perhaps you might want to click on various elements. Okay, so it might be lipsticks, it could be, like I said, VR, so it could be that you're advertising games, etc. Now, one of the things that you will find in elements is that you can select or search for gaming. There's animated GIFs here that you can obviously add to your website to give it functionality. But again, remember that you don't want to make it too catchy, too jumpy, because we want to make sure that it looks professional whilst also being engaging and interactive for the actual users. A lot of these elements that you can change yourself. So I'm just going to leave my heading as games. You can change the font style, size, color scheme. You can add effects to this particular. So it is entirely up to you what effects that you think work better. You can change the location of where you want things to go. You can select in here, and again, you can change font style, sizes. You can make your whole section consistent. Okay, so the button is already here, so you might want to change the style and layout of that particular button. You might like to change it so that it stands out. So I prefer something that is in keeping with the rest of the website. And that essentially is one of the first pages done. You can also, when you click on here, if you actually preview, it shows you what your website will look like. I've got empty pages on mine at the moment, but this is what my home page will look like. And obviously when I have a page underneath this, when I click on that button, it would then take me back to the next page. So if I want to go ahead and select my page, at the moment I've got a blank page, so I can go back to my template. And I might want to select a game review page. So I'm going to add it as a new page. So you can click on the various links and you can customize this part of the website. So one of the things you have to make sure that you do on here is actually link these buttons. So if you right click and you link it, then you can link that to the second page and then you can press done, and then this should increase the functionality of the website. I have previewed my website, so I'm just going to make sure that my button works. When I click on it, it does take me to my second page. Now, one of the things I found that is slightly restrictive of Canva is that the buttons are not very easy to create and make. Now, you can duplicate a button, which is great, and then you can move the button over here. You can change the wording on it. So, you might want to put reviews. And then you can simply hyperlink this one to page 3, for example. And then you've got your navigation bar then set up. So if I preview my website again, it will then allow me to, hopefully, when I click on it, that will take me to page 3, which is great because that's what I want it to do. So I want to make it more interactive. Now you can upload different images, you can upload videos. So if you've got your marketing video that you've created, you can upload social media accounts on here to also promote your business to make it look much better. One of the other things that you can also do is that you can add graphics, you can add photos, you can also upload videos. So as I said, there might already be video clips on here that you already would like to add. One of the other functionality is that you can add links to YouTube tutorials. You can also build in your own QR codes as well. If you've got any Google Drive documents or you want to make your own emoji or Bitmoji, then you can create these elements and you can add them into your website. There are various different apps that you can use, you can import in, that you might have already created in certain elements. You can also create charts to show your business. You might want to put projections on there perhaps. In order to do this, you simply just click on the chart itself. It allows you then to edit the items to create the chart on the pages. So that is a straightforward way to create your own effective website to advertise your particular business. When you actually publish the website, it will give you, so there's a button at the top here that asks you to publish it. You can also share your website as well with others. Once you publish your website, you can publish it with or without navigation. You would prefer it with navigation because it has functionality then, and it functions as a proper website for you to use. And then you can press continue and it will then publish your website for you in order to be able to access it. And you can simply put that as a link within your document for submission.